Hello friends, Metapod here. Welcome. How are you doing? I've been trying to upload the previous videos. I'm 3 videos behind now. My uploads are just not working. I'm actually trying to upload one in the background while I record this, which is probably not a good idea, but we're gonna see. Hopefully it doesn't screw up the game as I'm playing, and hopefully the game doesn't screw up the upload. Yeah, today I wanted to talk about an idea I had because I've wanted to get back into game development and start making some games again, or a game again, not making more than one at once. And I thought I would record and document the whole process on YouTube. So pretty much everything I do that I spend time working on, I will record it, unless it's something like extremely tedious where it would be really boring to watch the recording over and over, like like drawing tiny animation frames or something like that. I might not record the whole thing, but I wanted to know if you guys thought this was a cool idea. And if you did, I have a few different ideas for games, and I'd like to know which one you think I should work on. And the first idea is just to make a remake of the first game I made, which is called Mustache Ride. And it's just like a kind of like a Flappy Bird-like game. And it's really, really simple. And it would be simple to make the videos of it and everything. And I could finish it pretty quickly. But it's also kind of a boring game. I mean, it's not boring to me. I really enjoyed playing my own game and making it and everything, but it's not a game that would appeal to a lot of people, I don't think. And then another game that I wanted to make is one that I started working... Oh, did you hear that lag a little bit? It's one that I started working on a long time ago with a couple other people, and the project kind of fell apart. But it's a monster raising and breeding game. The idea was originally based on the old Monster Rancher games, like Monster Rancher 1 and 2. And I wanted to have a game like that where you kind of pick regimen for your monster to do throughout the day or week or something like that, and it trains them in that way. But I wanted to have them be able to do more things, like the monster could like work on a farm, and you could upgrade your buildings and stuff like that to get more things you can do with your monster, and you could go on little like day trips with them and stuff like that. And basically a monster raising and breeding game. And I would definitely want to have breeding in there, with maybe a breeding system similar to the Chow Garden from Sonic Adventure 2 and 1. I almost said 2 and 3. The Sonic Adventure games. We woke up at before 6 today. We seem to sleep fairly randomly. It's probably based on our eating habits and how that affects our stamina and stuff like that. But for now, we're just going to eat random things we find off the ground, because I'm still wanting to save the milks. Opal is already giving only 1 milk. Oh, that one has a flower. I wonder if it's ready to pick. I think this is day 7. Whoops. Yes, day 7, which means Fan comes tomorrow. And so I need to check how much Miracle Potion service and everything is. So I'll talk about the other game idea that I've had. Is actually a game that I'm working on currently, but I wouldn't mind starting all over because I'm not too far into it, and a lot of it is just ideas and design, which I don't have to do over because it's just things in my head. So I don't have to do all that kind of like planning process and stuff again. Even though that is... Oh, do you hear the lag? I think that's because I'm trying to upload at the same time. Oh my gosh, it's bad. Okay, there. I turned the camera and it got better. Okay, let's see what we can't find today. Oh. Oh, guitar! I think we're getting Gustafa's scene. And then we'll have seen all the spring scenes. That's good. Yay! I feel just great today. Hey, you got a second? Nope. Sure. I'm feeling so good today. I've been playing my guitar especially well lately, and this weather is the greatest. All is groovy, man. Don't you ever have a day when everything seems to go right? Never. Sure. Right on, you understand me? Cool, it's nice to find somebody who's on my wavelength, you know? Yep. Since we seem to be getting along so well, I think I'll give you a song as a present. Will you listen to it? Don't listen. His options are very easy. The rock ones were a little weird. There was a miraculous apple that grew on a tree. If you ate it, you'd get wishes 3. That's it. That's all for today. Maybe I'll let you hear the rest sometime. Oh, that was cute. Okay. Yeah, we're still getting little bits of lag here and there. Hopefully it doesn't make the video too crappy for you guys to watch. What am I doing? Let's go see Marlon, because he's awake now. Oh my gosh, this is lag. Lag. There's Marlon, he's walking around. We can give him milk for now, and then once we get tomatoes, we can start giving him tomatoes. Nina, what are you doing here? He doesn't look at us yet. I'll give you normal milk. Yay, he actually took it today. No. At least he's smiling. And we'll go to the dig. And so the other game idea is an RPG, a roguelike RPG, where the game takes place between night and day. The game takes place between night and day. Where there's a night system and a day system. During the day, you like talk to people and do kind of like human interaction stuff, and then during the night you go into a dungeon in your dreams, and the two things affect each other. And I realize this sounds a lot like Persona, and I came up with this idea before I ever played Persona. It was originally based on As Your Dreams, where you go into a tower and have a dungeon in the tower, and then when you're outside the tower, you interact with the people in the town and stuff like that. No, I didn't want to quit. And so that's where the original inspiration for the game came from, was to make a game like As Your Dreams. But basically, the things you do inside the dungeon will affect your personality outside of the game, and the way you interact with people outside of the dungeon will affect how you grow and power up inside the dungeon. And the dungeon is a nightmare. That's basically the idea. And I have a bit of a story planned out and developed for it, and I have a few characters designed and everything. So I do have that part ready to go. And I have already programmed the dungeon creation, like the randomly generated dungeon maker thing. And like the turn system and the ability for the character to walk around, and a little bit of the battle system and stuff like that. But that's about it, and I wouldn't mind starting over if I was making a whole video series about it. And so those are my two ideas. The monster raising game is actually the one that I'm feeling the most excited about right now. Just thinking about it on my own, because I'm coming up with some new ideas for it. And I think that people who like watching Harvest Moon and stuff would be more interested in a game like that, since it's a game about raising monsters on a farm. And I wanted to have some farming elements and stuff into it. Not too heavy, but I wanted to have like your monsters could plant and grow some crops, and maybe you could harvest some items from certain monsters or something. But I'm not so sure about harvesting the items from monsters, because I don't want to make like... Yeah, I'm not so sure about that, but maybe. I don't want it to be like Rune Factory-ish with the way the monsters work. It's really going to focus heavily on the care for your monster and its training regimen and stuff like that, like in Monster Rancher. So you'll only have like a couple monsters at a time. So if you were getting products from them, you would have to like choose to have monsters with products, or choose to actually play the game, and that's not really how I want it to be. So but maybe I could come up with some other things for the monsters to do on the farm. I have some things like so you would start out with an empty farm, just a barn and a little field, and that's about it. And you get your first monster, and you can train the monster by letting them kind of run around in the empty space and play, or you can have them work on the farm, and that'll kind of power the monster up in different aspects. Like they'll have different kinds of stats. And then you enter your monsters into contests, and the game has a calendar system like Harvest Moon, where you go through days and stuff like that. And then you'll enter which is also like Monster Hunter, and you'll enter your monster into contests. And I thought instead of having them battle, there will be like races and like other kinds of contests, like feat of strength contests and stuff like that. I wanted to have contests based around speed, a contest based around strength, and a contest based around smarts. The 3 S's. But and then maybe like a triathlon type thing, or maybe like a tag race, like baton race kind of thing, where you train 3 different monsters to all work as a team, and you have to do a little bit of each. That would be cool. Anyway, and that's how you make your money. And as you make money, you can upgrade your farm and get new facilities and amenities. And you can get different kinds of like training places for your monsters, and other things to help them out, like besides training facilities, like a playground or something like that. And you can upgrade your barn so you can have more than one monster at a time and things like that. And then you can start breeding monsters and stuff. I think the most you'd be able to have is maybe 3 monsters. So you could have 2 monsters and a baby, and then that's it. I don't want you to have too many monsters at once, because in the original Monster Rancher games, you had one monster at a time, and I wanted to really focus on that one monster and not just be like you have a ton of generic monsters, but I want your one or two monsters to have a lot of personality and for you to get really attached to them and kind of experience that monster's life. Kind of like in this game, you experience the child's life and your farmer's life, and if you just had like 300 farmers and like 20 kids, it wouldn't be special. You know what I mean? That connection would be lost. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna dig anything else up today, so let's go ahead and quit early. And he has to ask you again, do you really want to quit digging? So that's what the monster game is going to be like. And there will be like a little town and you can interact with people and stuff like that. Then the RPG game with the dungeon is going to be randomly generated dungeons and a lot of randomly generated stuff since it's based on the original Rogue game. And I wanted to do a sort of random skill learning system similar to the Saga Glimmer system. There's not a lot to say about it. But I guess I'll go over the basic story of how the story would begin. Oh, I forgot I gave you food, Flora. You like milk too. I don't want to waste too many milks right now giving everybody presents. The game is still like lagging. Let's see if we can find that one mugwort that's always hanging out over here. There we go. But basically, the main character is coming home from somewhere. It's a very socially withdrawn character. She doesn't talk to people and kind of is a shut-in. And she goes out in the middle of the night so she won't have to interact with people and stuff like that. And so she's coming home in the night one time and then she just kind of collapses. And her neighbor friend helps her back in. But after she collapses, she has this nightmare. And then the nightmares repeat from then on out. Like, she always has the nightmare when she goes to sleep, and that's the dungeon. Like, where she's trapped in this, like, dungeon based on her real-life surroundings. So, like, an evil apartment and stuff like that. And, oh my gosh, the lag is bad. I hope this is worth it. I hope the upload is coming along. But, and she starts to become more, as she fights the demons in the dream, she starts to become more outgoing and she gets a lot more like various strengths in real life. And so it's kind of like she's fighting her own demons inside her dream. But there's a lot more to it than that, and exactly why she's seeing these dreams and how these things are really affecting her and the people around her will be shown as the story goes on. And she'll also start to encounter... Hey, there's that turtle. It has like a headband on. No, it's got a handkerchief. Scarf thing around its neck. Oh, we need to go find Daryl. Lag, 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 lag. If we keep the camera this way, it doesn't lag. Oh, here's Daryl's place. And eventually she'll start seeing her friends and neighbors and stuff in the dreams. And they'll basically be having the dreams along with her, except they won't remember them. She will, but they won't. And how she interacts with them will start affecting their real life too, so they'll be able to overcome their problems through the inspiration and influence that she has on them in her dreams. Or, because you can make lots of choices, you can actually make their problems worse. Woo-hoo! Take my coin, Daryl. No, don't pass! Okay, here, walk over here. Hang around there. Now you're not doing anything. Take the coin. No! Why won't you take the coin? Oh, I thought you liked... No, he likes the skulls. Daryl, you're a jerk. You won't take my stuff. And then how you treat the friends and the neighbors and stuff in real life will... oh, here's Hardy. Will affect how you grow in the dungeon, like what kinds of skills you'll gain and how you level up and things like that. Depending on the way you treat people. And the kinds of people you interact with. So there will be a big interaction between the daytime awake social aspect and the nighttime dungeon influencing dream aspect. Oh, does he not live here? He doesn't look at me either. Nobody likes me. Okay, so with all this lag... Oh, crap! I forgot to go back and take care of the cow and water the crops and stuff. Oh, no. I was too busy talking and thinking about finding Daryl and stuff like that I didn't do this first. But those are the two ideas that I had for games, and I really want to know what you guys think is the more appealing of the two. Or you can pick the third one, the Mustache Ride game. The simple little Flappy Bird arcade style score attack game. It's because I'd like to make it a lot better. It was my first attempt at making a game, and I did a lot of things bad that I know I can do better now. Let's see if we can pick these yet. Tomato flower blooms here. Oh, those are tomatoes. I was thinking they were potatoes. And it would be easy, like that the flower means they're ready to harvest, but that's not the case. Yeah, just wanted to gauge interest in these two different things. I think this is definitely something I'm going to start doing. If there's an overwhelming interest for one game over the other, and I'm going to ask some other places too, not just here on YouTube, then I will choose that project and work on it, because I really like all the ideas. And I'm having trouble really deciding which one I work on myself. And I think if I'm working on one that other people are interested in more, then I'll get more feedback and interaction, and it will motivate me to continue with it. Oh, I'm tired. Oh, it's getting so late. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to try recording anymore right now while the files are uploading, but that means I'm not going to record anything else today, because these files are going to upload like all day long. If it looks like the file is doing okay. Oh, I didn't play with the dog today. Where's my dog? Here, pup. Little Dens. See, he's jumping higher now. He was almost jumping up to my hands. Like his legs are almost getting higher than my hands. Oh, he's jumping so high. I just want to train until he can jump over my head. Oh, he's getting tired of it now. So let's go inside. We watered everything. Oh, the lag. And today it was Naomi's love again, wasn't it? Yeah. We will save. and then I will go check on my upload and see how it's doing. If it's doing okay, I probably won't record anymore today. I have 3 episodes I still need to get out, and then this one. So I'm okay not recording that much. And look, I changed shirts. I don't know what else I'll do because I spent time on my computer and I don't want to risk losing the upload by doing too much stuff on the computer. Though I guess if I can do this. Anyway, I will see you guys later. Please let me know what you think about the games. And as always, if you have any questions or topics of stuff I can talk about, feel free to ask me anything you want. Feel free to bring up any kind of subject that I can talk about, and I will talk about it in a video while I play this game. Because this game is very repetitive. There's not that much to talk about when it comes to the actual game. So I like having other things to talk about. The end. Bye, guys.